Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Imperial... no, wait, wrong game. Hearts of Iron 4, Man the Guns. Playing as Great Britain, the new British Empire. Currently raising autonomy in India, so we can try to go for the Imperial Federation. We are, of course, at war with Japan and their entire co-prosperity sphere nonsense. You know something I'm going to do real quick before I forget? We're just going to go to Manage Subjects, and we're going to go ahead and integrate the USA to be a little bit more as far as trade and industry and so on. Boom. Now it is called King George's Land. Gotta love that the names change as you increase integration. I could do the same thing with these guys, but I don't see a good advantage to doing so because we kind of intend on eating all of them as the Imperial Federation when that time does come. All right, so these troops are trying to get in position to deal with Mexico. Mexico, of course, a huge thorn in my side. Currently, not very pleased with them. What else should we be producing right now? Because we do have a pretty good amount of resources, including rubber. Like, shockingly, we're doing okay on that front. So maybe I just want to get more fighters? What are we researching right now? Am I researching a new fighter type? I'm not. We probably should in the near-ish future. But let's go ahead and set up a new line of Spitfires. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and toss on a little bit of extra reliability and weapons. That does reduce their agility a little bit. Maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we just want to set up another line of factories. Hang on, right over here. Sure. I mean, can you ever really have enough just generic fighters? I don't think so. You're always going to wish that you had a lot more. How are we doing in terms of transports? Okay. How are we doing in terms of navies? We apparently have plenty more room for convoys. I'm going to go ahead and make that a slightly higher priority than these heavy ships, though, because I definitely want to be able to start transporting across the water. I did assign a field marshal down here, by the way. He's not especially good, but meh. It's better than not having anything. Panama, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica apparently have been called in as allies in this war for reasons that as of yet remain more or less unknown. Can you guys actually just push this way instead, please? Definitely love to keep pressing this front line as much as is feasible. Okay, do a little bit of that. I feel like Green's front line is needlessly constricted. So we're going to extend you out a bit. Kind of like that. I'm okay with Blue still being concentrated because I think they're going to have a pretty wide front line as they conquer a lot of land here, but in the meantime, let's just spread out a little bit more. I did pull one army off from Japan, and instead I'm sending them down to Spain. And the reason I'm doing that is it occurred to me, wait a minute, Mexico joined because they're a fascist. Guess who else is fascist? The frickin' Spanish. So maybe that ends up being really important. Hello. An army that got stuck, you say? Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. I'm going to sit here and right-click as much as I dang well need to. You are going to the United States. Yes, I could send those guys down to Spain instead, and that would probably be fine. But I really wanted you guys... Peru joins Japan. Really wanted you guys to get over here to the USA. Indian autonomy is done. Peru has been called into the war. All right. So this is rather important that these guys didn't arrive because my field marshal automatically tried to add them to a front line, and lo and behold, they don't have a front line over here, which means that the Mexicans had the freedom to just push as much as they want in this area, and that obviously would end up being pretty bad for me. So let's not have that happen. Thank you very much. I will have you guys go ahead and push and grab these factories, air bases, and so on, start working toward the ports. Go ahead and reconquer Louisiana as much as you feel capable, and we'll be fine. All right, everything else looking more or less okay? I think at the moment it does, so we need to go to a new national focus. So now that we've granted the Indian autonomy, what we should be doing is going for the Imperial Conference. Now, my research on this, what it does seem to imply is that every one of my vassals, or at least the 5 involved, right? India, Canada, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand, all will have a negative 100 opinion of me during the conference to try and add a bit of challenge to get them to accept whatever my demands might be. So I'll go ahead and press the button, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and spend some political power preemptively and improve relations. And I don't know if this actually improves the odds of them accepting the things that I ask for. But we have a fair bit of political power sitting around right now. I feel like anything to increase the odds of making this work could be worthwhile. I've heard rumors that India never can accept, but I'd like to put that to the test and just see if that is the case. And if they don't, they'll become an independent nation, and I'll just kill them. Being straight up, I'm just gonna kill them. Why pretend? Why pretend that I have any other ambition? Eh? Let's see. Lend-leasing? I don't think so. Resistance to occupation? Yeah, that's going to be a problem for a while. More factories? I mean, I'm really not making use of so many things right now. Like, maybe I should go ahead and just put together a mechanized and artillery division. We have the equipment. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a motorized 20-width division. We're going to edit you. We're going to duplicate. And this is going to become a 20-width mechanized plus artillery division. Okay? Let's see how well this works. So we're going to swap you guys out with mechanized. All of you. Swap it on out. I don't want motorized artillery like that. What is the difference between this motorized artillery, right, and the motorized rocket artillery? Ah, I guess that is the difference. Okay. So we'll go ahead and toss a couple of you in there. They do still require 3 combat width each. So that leaves me with an organization of 47.5. So the difference between this and the motorized divisions we just created is it has more weight and supply usage, but a bit better HP, slower because this level of mechanized is not going to be as fast, though we could improve that. Much better heart attack, really strong defense, pretty good breakthrough too. Honestly, these are becoming almost tank-level divisions. The only thing they're not as good at is soft attack, but not by much. All right, yeah, I'm good with this, except I'm going to switch out the anti-air in favor of a maintenance company, and that doesn't appear to have made a huge difference in the stats. And if that increases my reliability, then hey, that's going to be great. All right, I'm not sure if we're going to get to use any of these. We have a lot of weird, stupid divisions here. Hang on. I'm going to get rid of all these. I don't like that they exist. They annoy me. Okay, we're going to see. Maybe I get to use these someday. Maybe I don't. I have a feeling that I do not. I will only train those a couple more times. We're kind of drawing toward the end of the game, I think. But hey, maybe we can use these against the Italians someday. That could be kind of fun. So how are we looking in terms of logistics now that we're trying to train all that nonsense? We are lacking in the mechanized. Remember the Alamo! Texas has been fully occupied by Mexico. All right, so for production then, yeah, we guess we have the extra factories and the rubber and the steel. Let's go ahead and start ramping up that mechanized production and just sort of see what happens with that. I don't know. I do love mechanized armies. The extra armor and defense value they have just makes them better than motorized in almost every way, especially when they're fully upgraded. Motorized have the advantage of going at 12 kilometers per hour, right? Or whatever the travel time is there, as opposed to beginning mechanized only has 8. But every time you upgrade it, it increases by another 2 kilometers per hour. So in theory then, you can end up having your mechanized go just as fast as the motorized toward the end. Now, granted, you have to wait until like 1945 to make that possible, but even so. Can we get a slight cutoff on these guys? I don't know if we can. Let's have these tanks kind of bump in here and try to flank them, and it appears the answer to that is going to be nope. All right. I'll let you do your thing. I don't think they're going to be able to flank that, but that's fine. So we're going to keep pushing through China. Honestly, there's not a lot going on over here right now. This may be an unpopular decision, but I think we are rapidly approaching a point where I need to start doing jump cuts. And people don't like jump cuts. However, I feel that they are at least moderately necessary, because there comes a point in Hearts of Iron 4 where, honestly, the die is cast. You've done your production. You're about as good as you can get, right? There's really not much else to do. I'm going to go ahead and assign all these free infantry down over here, actually. Why not? That's pretty cool. You've done everything you can do. It's really just a waiting game of, is it going to work or is it not? And we could be trying to do a lot of, like, clever maneuvers, right? I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys to stop attacking and just entrench for a bit. Let's make sure Mexico doesn't go anywhere until I'm ready to push back. We could just sit back here and try to do some clever maneuvers, and I would like to do that. And if I do that, I'll show you. But in the meantime, meh. All right, so we could go for that upgrade to mechanized. What's more important right now, though? Production? Maybe. I would love to upgrade my rocketry. I would love to go for nukes. Those would be pretty fun. Still can't do any 1944 tech. Don't need any naval doctrines at this point. Actually, you know what I do need? If possible, what I need is better radar or sonar. Because if we're going to do a naval invasion of Japan, we're going to need some naval dominance. Invasion, defense. Maybe. Naval capacity, amphibious invasion speed could be good. What's this? Torpedo tube, mine deployment. Don't care about that. We have not done, like, any research to improve a lot of our guns and stuff. And we could go for some passive bonuses that don't require actually retrofitting anything. Like torpedo reveal chances could be kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and research some of these things. We should improve our navy. I think Japan does have a strong enough navy that they could become a problem for me. And we are going to wish that we had that. Can you guys get into Tulsa, please, and defend this? I don't like that he's going there. How about one of you stay behind and pin him while we get in position? How's that sound? Okay, now you're good. See, now you can entrench. Bada frickin' boom. Green, what are you currently doing? You are sending some people over here. You're just a little slow. But we're going to get a full entrenchment here, so that's going to end the Mexican advance. One thing I know, by the way, in past games in my free time when I fought Mexico, Mexico City is really hard to take. Okay? It's mountainous, which greatly reduces the combat width that's allowed. Really high attrition. Attack is just weak in general. I mean, it's terrible. It's really hard to take Mexico City. Something we may want to end up doing is punch through with tanks and just rush down here before we, corner them and stick them here. Because then the only way I've ever been able to unseat them, if you fully grab Mexico and you just surround Mexico City, you sometimes just have to nuke it. That's the only way to actually get them to give up. Because it's really hard to take them down, unless you train up an entire army of mountaineers. Which, to be fair, at this stage, I don't think we have any mountaineers. At all. So, yeah. The 3rd Guangxi clique has capitulated. Alright, we didn't even manage to get their capital, but apparently that's all that it took. Wonderful. So this is going to be a bit of frontline reworking, but looks like only a few stragglers remain, including some of Venezuela's troops. If I can get you guys to kind of push down here, I think that would be excellent. Try to get to Fuzhou, or however you say that. There is a bit of Japanese land over by Nanjing that we're going to need to take out. We'll probably need to set up a front line. I think you guys are the ones we want, so let's go ahead and set that up over there. Okay. And then, oof, this front line's completely messed up. All right, well, beautiful. Point is, that's one more major guy out of the war. And lastly, a bunch of my troops seem to have arrived. That final Teal army has set foot on American soil and is ready to go. So I think with all of you here, we just go ahead and push now against Mexico. Oh, that is a glorious start. Wow, okay, starting to fall apart a little bit in a couple of these places, but for the most part, that's amazing. All right, we've got the improved anti-air. Do we keep working on this? Do I improve the rocket artillery? It's not like I necessarily need it. I think we just continue working on some naval stuff, so I hopefully can get some level of naval superiority against the Japanese. I'm actually very concerned about that. It could be very difficult for us to actually land troops in a naval invasion of Japan. One of the reasons that I am sending all my paratroopers over this direction to try and establish some sort of a beachhead. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I would be remorse not to attempt it. Night vision has been researched, and nationalist Spain joins the great East Asian co-prosperity sphere. All right, so any minute now we should expect these guys to get called into a war. This is a problem. That is not going to be enough troops. He's got, what, 60, 70,000? He's got enough here, just on this border alone. And, of course, he is going to dogpile the crud out of Gibraltar. I need to immediately deploy these troops. That is a lot. They're going to be green, but so be it. We don't have quite enough supplies for all of this. We're missing some mechanized, unfortunately. I'm going to try not to train up the motorized. I'm just looking to entrench. So my hope here is with 24 more divisions, I can set up another entrenching line before Spain gets called in. but I would not hold your breath. Very high likelihood that they will get called in basically immediately. Still working on that atomic research. It's going to be a little bit longer. We could go for what do we need? What do we need? More ship upgrades, maybe? I mean, we could just go for some passive bonuses. Do I even have the time to retrofit my ships with the latest guns? I mean, I'd love to. I feel like that would be a really good thing to do. Oh, God. Alternatively, but this is still a little bit ahead of time. Never mind. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Okay, okay. Let's try upgrading my heavy batteries in some of my ships to win some of these engagements against Japan. We need to get enough convoys to transport these guys across ASAP. The Mexican junta has called in nationalist Spain. It has begun, and oh boy, we are in trouble. This is not looking good. This is not good right now at all. There's a very high likelihood, I think, that they are just going to come careening across all of France. What are you doing here? Where did you... Why are you here? You're supposed to be in Louisiana. The Fall of Gibraltar. That didn't take long. Come on, transport. 3 convoys is all I need. Thank you. All right, done. Well, we're making good progress there against Mexico. Okay, hang on. He stopped attacking. He's moving. You know what I should have done? Forted the heck up. What are the odds I can finish any of these before it's too late? Not very high, but on the plus side, forts do not take me very long to build. If we can at least get a couple levels of forts up there while he's redeploying his troops, this could be good. Actually, now I even might be a good opportunity to punch against him since it seems like he's at low morale. This might be an opportunity to push him back a little bit. Yeah. Maybe not. All right, let's not do that. Let's just sit tight for a second and pray that I can get some forts going in this mountain range. And I do have reinforcements on the way. There they are. New army assigned to you. New general. Max entrenchment? Yes. It's not great, but it's the best I can get at this exact moment in time. We're going to color you a good orangey color, I guess. Brown. We're going to make you brown because we're basically crapping ourselves in fear. We defecate in fear. And you set up over there. And all I'm going to do is entrench until I can figure out exactly how I'm going to handle these guys. He's got plenty of troops. If I can train up some more tanks, we might be fine. Honestly, I don't know how strong Spain is going to be. The troops we have here are pretty good, and I do have some tanks already. I think there's a good chance that we could eventually beat them. But I definitely do not want to risk getting knocked off this front line. We need to protect this. But we have a lot of forts being built right now. If I can just get enough time with entrenchment to make sure that I'm not going to lose this line, then I will worry about breaking through. Holding the Imperial Conference is Dunskies. Okay, right now India sort of kind of likes me. I imagine this is not going to last extremely long. We have 60 days, I believe. So what else should I work on? Protect the Suez? I guess we could do things like that. Fortify Malta. Is there anything else we really care about? Air rearmament? Britannia rules the waves? Yeah. Secure the shipping lines. Interesting. Really fast cruiser production. That could be fun. Special Air Service, increasing Special Forces capacity, division training time. Also, we get David Sterling as a commando, a genius commando. Really good. Wow. Hey, reduction in cost marine technology. You know what? That actually could be kind of useful to me. All right. All right. How are we looking against Japan? Pretty good. Almost done in China. Working up toward Manchuria and Siberia. The 1943 Imperial Conference. For the next 2 months, representatives from the British government and the Dominions will gather in London to discuss matters that concern the entire empire. This is an excellent time to discuss such matters as defense, trade, or appeasement, hopefully giving the empire the best chance at surviving the current crisis. In addition, this may be the best time to settle the finality, the matter of the Imperial Federation, already raised repeatedly in previous Imperial conferences. Whether the future of the British Commonwealth of Nations will be one of a loose association of independent and sovereign nations, or of a tight-knit federation that may stand strong in the face of the global turmoil, may well be decided in the upcoming months. Let us push our agenda. Everyone dislikes me. The opinion modifier will be removed when the conference is concluded. The higher the opinion, the more likely they will agree. So this is, again, why I've been improving relations. Canada doesn't hate me, all things considered. India's not exactly thrilled, and that's unfortunate. But fortunately, Australia and New Zealand seem to like me pretty well, and so does South Africa. So that's at least 3 that I feel pretty confident about. Canada might be a little bit tougher. What this does do is allow us to go to the decisions here. If we go down toward the bottom, a lot of scrolling to do. There we go. Discuss Imperial Defense, Trade, and Economy, and eventually the Imperial Federation. We have 60 days remaining to discuss whatever we desire. Appeasement only works if you are at peace. So if we press this button, we will get some decisions. However, we have a little bit of time to work with, and I would kind of like to buy as much opinion as possible. So I'm going to push this off. Well, actually, no, we've actually maxed this out. That's about as good as I'm going to get. Interesting. Oh, well, in that case, I say we push the button. Let's go push the button. Let's start with Imperial Trade. Okay, we're going to get a little pop-up about that right over here. There we go. If the Empire is to thrive, we must expand the preferential trade agreements already in place. We propose the Dominions increase their exports to the industrial heartland of the British Isles, so that we may most efficiently fuel our industry. Very colonialist of you. So we can either just hope they agree, spend 25 power to increase the odds, or spend 50 power to greatly increase the odds. And I say we spend 50. This is why I've been holding on to all this political power this entire time, right? Absolutely. You go join a garrison somewhere. I don't really care. Oh, we got more people over here. Okay, that's fine. None of this is important. Let's worry about the more important things. How are we doing here in Spain? He's attacking me and not doing especially well. The British government has announced the 12th Imperial Conference. We've already seen this. The fate of the Empire hangs in the balance. Oh boy, howdy does it. All right, how are we doing with those forts? We are about to finish the first round of them, so that's looking pretty good, and we have more troops in position. Right over here, we seem to be struggling a little bit. Can we get a little bit of reinforcements to kind of pressure you down? There we go. Just wanted to get some extra entrenchment up and running, get that organization, and now I think we're fine. Australia accepts. So their trade law goes to free trade. And their trade relations have improved with them. Am I free trade? No, I'm limited exports. So we really are basically saying, hey, take more of your goods and let me trade for them for super duper freaking cheap. I mean, that's pretty cool. Nice trick. Wow. That's actually pretty useful. But I'm not sure how important that really is to me right now. And Spain is trying to make a push. India rejects. Not a good sign. New Zealand accepts. South Africa accepts. Canada accepts. I have this strange feeling that we're going to have problems with India. But that was also sort of expected, wasn't it? Okay. Okay. How are we doing over here? Well, we kind of failed to finish these guys off, apparently. Can you guys do some counterattacking? You guys pin him down. Don't let him go freaking anywhere. You guys... I need some of you, anyway, to go clean this all up. Can the rest of you go push? I do not want Japan to have Shanghai, because then they might land some troops, and that obviously would not be advantageous for me. We still have a war to win on top of all this Imperial Federation silliness. Oh, this is going to be fun, ain't it? Okay. Oh, wait, now we're low on supplies. Can we trade with Brazil safely? Yeah, kinda. Sorta, kinda. Okay, okay. You know, for some reason, I'm seeing that Spain is having a lot of problems with attrition. 36%? That feels like a lot. I mean, I wonder... Yellow feels like they could make a push with the right amount of tanks. What if we did? Well, okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. In a couple of places, we might be able to start punching through a little bit. It's a little bit iffy. Hang on. What if I got some air support? Oh, hello. We have a bunch of planes over here. Perfect. Let's see. I'm going to send a bunch of you over here. And a bunch of you over here. Yes. Let's see if we can get some serious air control here against Spain. Might have to back off a little bit. The range is still pretty good, though. Okay, yeah, no, let's go for the close air support and the air superiority. That is a pretty good amount of stuff there. What about, we have more here, right? Let's see, you are fighters, carrier fighters. I feel like we can do better on the close air support. What if I got some over here? I want a bunch of these Hectors. They're not my best plane. Whoops, but I can have at least a couple hundred more of those. Yeah, okay, you know what? If he's having attrition issues, we might be able to make some good pushes against him right now. I mean, I do have the tanks with the breakthrough, and if I can get the air superiority to really assist, I don't know. Worst come to worst, we're going to have a fallback line over here. The important thing is Spain's not going to make any extra progress. I also did assign some of these troops to get up over here in Africa so we can start pushing them out of Morocco, if at all possible. Hello, Italy. What are you doing over here? Very interesting, isn't it? Oh, gosh. Dang it, all the... Grab the ports. Don't let him get into this. Okay, he should not have much in the way of supplies. I mean, really, though. I thought this was a province for a second, but it's just a gigantic lake. Never mind. Ha ha ha. Silly me. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of, we're really not getting a lot of morale here, are we? Electric torpedoes are done. Okay, let's go for an upgrade in the light batteries. I have no idea which batteries are the best, by the way. Duracell batteries, obviously. Okay, blue's front line is really messed up. I'm gonna let you guys back it on up a little bit, because you're going to have some serious supply issues up there in Siberia. We're not pushing very fast over here, I am keenly aware. But it's progress. I told them to be aggressive, so if they find some free land up here, and they should be, we'll be alright. Okay, how are we doing over here in Spain? Not pushing much further. Can you grab Bilbao real quick, though, because that is a victory point and a port. Always good to seize those whenever possible, make things a little bit difficult for them. He's trying to rush in here to grab it, but we got there first. Mine now. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. We're also going to grab Barcelona. The United Mexican States declares war on the Mexican junta. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so now we have a Mexican republic. I'm a little concerned that that's going to make it very difficult for me to end up grabbing Mexico City if they push down here and we have that exact situation I was talking about where we have an encirclement on Mexico City. I mean, I'm already working on nukes, but it's going to take a while before I can build them. I would love to also go down the Baja Peninsula and grab all this if possible. We probably can afford to be a bit more aggressive. Look how low his morale is right now. Why aren't you guys being more aggressive? Screw it. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Kill Mexico! Okay? I don't think that's controversial. Shut up. It's a perfectly fine thing to say. Look, they took my land of Arizona, okay? My home used to be like right in here. I want it back. Second Cristiada. The forces of church and revolution have once again come into conflict in Mexico, with the government renewing its attacks on the church. The embattled Catholic parties and social movements are launching an armed rebellion to seize control of Mexico. Haven't we had, like, a rebellion in Mexico already? I know in the Man the Guns expansion, they added a lot more opportunities for civil war in Mexico, which is interesting, but still. I guess we could invite them to the faction. Is that such a bad idea? They will accept. I don't think it's a bad idea. All right. How's the conference doing? We got 42 days. We're going to go for Imperial Defense. And we're going to bring all of our diplomatic power to bear against our dominions and try to get them to accept some sort of an agreement. We will spend 50 power. Absolutely worth it to me. Can we get some sort of an encirclement going? I'd love to get some sort of an encirclement going if possible. You guys push this way. Not easily. Well, I mean, kinda. We'll see. They're all struggling. Their morale's not fantastic. How are we doing in terms of supplies? Honestly, pretty good. Like, supply is not really the issue, even if we are taking some attrition. All right. All right, all right, all right. Why aren't you guys pushing forward? Frickin' go, guys. Just go get them. There's a lot of guys in those islands over there, by the way. I don't know if I need to worry about that or not. Gosh dang it. Would you guys freaking please stop it? Do you have any lines anymore? You don't. All right, your new front line is to get the heck over here and push them back into the sea. Frickin' go. All right, paratroopers are still hanging out, not doing anything in particular. We're still doing pretty well against China. Peru has been called in on a war. Japan has pulled most of their troops back in Siberia, as far as I can tell. New Zealand has accepted the extra factory output as well as... No, mostly just factory output. For defense, I guess we're just building a lot of guns. All right, Canada accepts. Australia, South Africa. India, are you going to play ball? They do. All right, good. Good, good, good. So far, that's the best I probably could hope for. What is your opinion of me? It is currently minus 50. They have claimed our territory. You know, I'm kind of wondering if the Imperial Conference is meant to be incompatible with the King's party path because of the whole bring the dominions under the fold and the jewel in the crown. Because we got claims on everybody, including Canada, which is one of the reasons that they're not especially happy with me right now. Apparently, we even hold core provinces against them. India's really mad because we have claims on everything. I don't even know if that's true that we have claims. If I granted you independence and we fought you right now, or I wanted to declare war, do I actually have a casus belli? I don't think I do. But I could be wrong on that point. Yeah, things are looking really solid up here. There's no reason not to just go ahead and clear all of this out right now, so we can get you guys back to the front line on things that matter. Well, I say that, and then there are a few Japanese soldiers still hanging around over here. I'm surprised we have no intel on you guys. Honestly, I feel like we ought to have some. Okay, can you hold tight for a second, because you're gonna need some morale. Peru is called in nationalist Spain. None of that matters to me. We're already fighting nationalist Spain. Portugal, I can trade a little bit with you as long as Spain doesn't mess with me. India, I guess I have to trade with you. Liberia, maybe a little bit with you. It's the best I can do at the moment. All right. You know, we've almost got an encirclement right here. Can we get this? Okay, Japan's been called in. Can you guys pin him down? Don't let him reinforce. This might be encirclement. Okay, we got an encirclement, albeit briefly, but I do need to make sure we are pinning these guys down over here so that they cannot push back. He's about to get me out of there. All right, we were not able to maintain the encirclement for very long. Well, I say that. Pin him down. Get reinforcements in position. Can we entrench? Can we entrench? Don't let him get back into Barcelona. Guys, come on. Wait. Maybe we can get in here. Come on. I need some troops to entrench. I don't know how many... I've lost all intelligence. I have no idea how many troops are actually over here in Spain, but okay. How are we doing here in Mexico? Still pushing. I mean, basically, I really just want you guys to get to Mexico City, though. Very important to me on a personal level. Now I kind of wish I had my tanks ready to go. Well, you guys should be able to push through Phoenix, Arizona with no problem. I don't see how that could be the case. Like, come on. They got nothing there. They're backed up pretty hard. All right. All right. We're going to get Mexico out of this. I just need to rush to Mexico City before they fortify the crud out of it. Do we want to go for the air support mission efficiency? Yes. I would like more air support. Air support is certainly going to be good for me. All right. Can we grab this? The answer appears to be no. They are immediately going to lose all their morale. I try, and then what do you guys do? You disappoint me through and through. All right. Still doing pretty good, though. Can we go to the next round of decisions? Yes, the Imperial economy. Let's send a bunch of decisions. We will spend all the power to get them to agree to everything, if possible. The Shibai Sanma Free State has capitulated. They didn't seem very free to me, personally. But if they thought they were, hey, who am I to tell them no? All right, you guys push this way. You guys push this way. Come on. Just, like, circle them fully. Don't let them get any supplies through Guangzhou. Guangzhou? I have no idea. Hey, look, Beijing. I like to take that. Heck yeah, man. Let's grab Beijing. Communist China seems to be growing pretty well. Good for them, I suppose. We've had a game as them before. Did not much care for playing as Communist China. Was not my favorite campaign that I did. But even so. Alright, so is everyone basically pushing forward? Nope, no you're not. You suck. Come on, disappointments. Get up there. Alright, alright. Still pushing pretty well. How are things going to look with our dominions? The new Mongol Empire has been called in. I assumed they already were in, so that's news to me. Who's this? Germany is sending a few troops down towards Spain. I guess that's good. You're not an aggressive, are you? No. Are you? No. Okay. Imperial South Africa accepts. They get extra construction speed for pretty much everything. The investments will pay off handsomely. What do I get out of this arrangement? Canada accepts. Australia accepts. Looks like India rejects again. They leech off of our wealth. I'm starting to get really peeved with you all, India. I'm just saying. If you freaking reject this, I'm going to kill you. And I will have absolutely zero remorse. All right, I'm going to let these guys finish off the Baja Peninsula, since apparently I'm not going to get any of that. All right. I think it's time for another jump cut. Okay, at this point, we have taken all of our American land back. So now it is just a matter of feeding our new bud, Mexico. Can we go for, like, some sort of a surround or something, then? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into Mexico City, but if I can at least stop them from getting a lot of reinforcements in there, maybe that would be good enough. I don't know how many troops are in there currently. We don't have enough intel. I'm hoping it's not going to end up being much. Still pushing here against Spain with mixed success. I mean, we're getting a little bit done. Looks like oh, wait, we actually did get an encirclement and kill these guys. I know we kept the encirclement, but that was finally it. Okay, so that area's done. A bunch of troops are redeploying down over there. We are finishing these guys off over here, so that pushes them right back out. Okay, so I think it is time to consider the naval invasion strategy. I'm going to send all of you guys up over, let's say, here. Would you guys mind terribly? Thank you very much. All right, so they're going to get up over there. We need... Honestly, with this army, I think we can go ahead and start preparing a naval invasion. Will it work? I don't know. Where do you have any good ports? I don't see a lot of good ports. One of the reasons I want to attack here is, one, I can get a surround on Nagasaki, but I think it all contains into one sea tile, so I think our odds of being able to stack every ship we've got here to convoy escort might increase our odds of success. Yes, sir. Hey, don't you dare go to Hong Kong. No. That should belong to me. Why does Manchukuo even have it? The Dominican Republic has capitulated. Oh, good, okay. Good news, we actually have some troops about to march right into Mexico City. Oh, good. Okay, we grabbed Mexico City. Excellent. So all that's left now is Monterrey. I feel way better about my opportunities to get through Monterrey than I did with Mexico City. Okay, so that worked out pretty well as long as we can successfully entrench right here. You stay exactly where you are. Reinforce all you want. Nothing else matters. I don't think that Mexico's going to last for much longer. Good, which means we do not need to worry about rushing out the nukes to bomb them out of the mountains. Actually just had to reload the game there because I just made a mistake and forgot to discuss the Imperial Federation before the time limit runs out. So let's actually see what happens with this. We're going to spend our last bit of political power attempting it. I didn't realize it takes political power to do amphibious warfare. Oh, no, wait, that's the national... I was going to say, doing a naval invasion cost power? I didn't think that was the case, but... anyway, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we clear out these pockets. We're going to free up some armies, and we're going to go and prepare for more naval invasions because they're fun. Sometimes. All right. Yeah, let's make sure I don't screw this up. I actually do want to go for that Imperial Federation thing. We might see a tag switch in just a little bit. Okay, we're starting to get some results. Canada accepts. We'll be stronger as one. South Africa accepts. Stronger as one. New Zealand accepts. Come on, India. India accepts! Oh my god, I thought for sure they would say no. They always say no, right? That's what I was told. Oh, we've got India. I'm not going to have to fight over it. And Australia accepts. Congratulations, guys. Every Dominion has accepted our proposal to form the Imperial Federation. There we go. The motion of the Imperial Federation has been a unanimous success. Now all involved parties will have to begin the long process of reshaping and integrating their governments on a federal level to ultimately facilitate the full integration of our territories. daily autonomy progress goes down, I'm guessing until such a time that they are ready for full integration, which maybe as soon as they get down to 0, they automatically flip? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out a little bit later. But that's the important thing. We actually did manage to get that. Okay. Okay. So, took a little reload to make sure I didn't screw up horribly. But we freaking got there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set up another army to go and do a naval invasion of Japan from the same sea tile that hopefully we can escort pretty well. Let's try this. Go for a surround on... whoops. Did I set that up? I think so. On Kagoshima. We'll try to get some extra supplies going that way. And if that all fails, we can also go for an airdrop and try to get some extra troops prepared. All right. Looking pretty solid. I think we need to end this video here. Even with the jump cuts, we weren't quite able to finish this off. Looks like, actually, you know what? We're about to get Monterey. We did manage to finish that. So let's see if they can just capitulate straight up. Is that the end of Mexico? Yes, the Mexican junta has capitulated. Say goodbye to Mexico. The Mexican Republic shall live forever. Why do I have this land down here? Nobody knows. I'm sure once I take this, it automatically will flip. All right. So all that remains is a good naval invasion of Japan. We need our tag to flip. And then I guess we'll try to kill Italy and maybe Communist China while we're at it in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.